right now I'm making banana bread, and in the mixer I already have 1 2/3 cups of sugar. So now I'm adding 3 very ripe bananas that are already mashed. Next I'm going to add 2/3 cup of vegetable oil. And now I'm going to add 2/3 cup of evaporated milk to give it a richer texture. And now I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And 2 eggs. And now I'll mix it till it's smooth. I'm going to mix my dry ingredients in a bowl. I have 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, and I have 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder. Add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking soda. So now I'm going to mix it up with a fork. I'm going to add my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients. This recipe makes enough for 2 loaves, so I'm going to fill it up about 3/4 of the way. So I'll just put them in the oven now, which I preheated to 350 for 40 to 45 minutes. Got my banana bread. Makes a spiced tea mix. So first I'm going to put in 1 cup of powdered orange drink mix. And now I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of iced tea mix. A 1/2 cup of sugar. And 1 1/2 teaspoons of powdered lemonade mix. Some seasonings. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves. And now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to mix the mix until it's nicely blended. Funnel the mix into a nice jar for storing. Spiced tea, I've measured 2 teaspoons of mix into each mug. And now I'm going to add 1 cup of boiling water to each mug. I'll mix both of them to make sure there's no chunks of mix. And now I have nice hot spiced tea. So I'll peel it and slice it. Now I'm going to slice the apple. So now I'm going to add my apples to a pan where I can fry them with a half tablespoon of butter. Add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of cloves and 2 teaspoons of sugar. I'm going to saute the apples for 3 to 4 minutes until they're nice and soft. I have some nice golden brown apples, which I'll serve on the side of my main plate. I put down a paper towel on a plate and then put my bacon on the plate, and then I'll cover it with a paper towel and put it in the microwave to cook. So now that I've blended the flour, salt, and butter, I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of water to give it a wetter consistency. I'm going to mix it. So now that I've mixed it, I'm going to put it into the pan where I can spread it out. So now that the crust is all spread out, I'm going to start the filling for the pie. So I'm going to mince up an onion, which will go with egg, cheese, and broccoli. So now I'm going to saute the broccoli, which will go into the quiche also. I'm using frozen broccoli because it was cheaper than fresh, and it will also save time with boiling and washing and chopping. So now I'm going to add the onion in also. So while this is simmering, I'm going to season it with some pepper to give it extra flavor. So now I've already cooked some bacon, so I'm going to slice it up so that there'll be nice crunchy pieces in the quiche. I'm now going to layer my quiche with my sauteed vegetables, bacon, and cheese. So here's the sauteed onions and broccoli, the bacon, and some grated Colby and cheddar cheese. I'm going to spread everything out evenly so that there's a little bit of everything in each bite. So now I'm going to start my egg mixture, which calls for 4 eggs and 1.5 cups of milk. Beat the eggs with a fork, and then I'll add the milk in. I'm going to season the mixture with some pepper, and then I'll pour it onto the rest of the fillers. So now that the quiche has baked for 30 minutes and the top is no longer jiggly, it will be perfect for brunch. Now I'm going to plate the food. So I have my quiche and bacon, and then I'll add the nice sweet banana bread for that extra flavor. And now on the side I have my cinnamon apples. and spiced tea, which will make it a perfect brunch. The whole place setting. I've drizzled some honey on the banana bread and stirred the bacon up against the quiche. On my cinnamon apples, I've put a few cinnamon candied hearts. And I have my cinnamon tea, fork, knife, spoon, and I have a menu so that the guests can do what they're going to eat. Drink, hot spiced tea, bread, rich banana bread, egg, the broccoli quiche, fruit, cinnamon apples, protein, crispy smoked bacon. And that will be a great brunch.